What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on back inside the courtyard here. We completed just series number 2. It was Leviathan versus DCSA. Leviathan coming out on top, 2-0 in that one. And now we're getting ready for our final series of the day. An exciting one at that. We get to see the debut of coL in the gang, a.k.a. Complexity, who just escaped Hurricane Irma. Ran all the way, just 20 minutes that way or so.
I see him.
To the Beyond the Summit house where they are currently gaming for this one in their matchup against Iceberg Esports, the new org, the new open qualifier squad, the new boys on the block. It's going to be hype.
Yes.
Yes.
No, yeah, I'm pretty excited. It should just be, you know, we kind of know what to see. We know what to see from Iceberg, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We don't know what Seek can hold. Let's go.
No, not that fast. Not that fast. I want to do each team real quick. Throw up like one of the teams right now, and we'll just say something brief about him here, because apparently we do have 10 out of 10 in the lobby already. And there it is. Boom, the new Complexity team. We've got Chessie. We've got Limp. We've got coL. All right? No more Melons. We'll have to get that one updated, but it's coL now.
K-Dog.
And Z, he's just a realist like me.
Yeah.
Dakota.
No, I think the biggest thing, the question mark. We'll give a question mark because I think this team's going to be good. But Chessie, he hasn't played Pro Dota in a while, right? He took a break because of his back. Did a lot of streaming and whatnot, but didn't actually play pro. If he can come back and look good,
so he could play. This team's gonna be great. He could play pubs, but he could not play pro because of his back.
Well, because he only streamed like 2-3 hours a day. If you're a pro, you got to practice 8 hours. No wonder you're not a pro anymore.
I gotta say, I believe it was on our second episode of the Hot Cox podcast where we had Weeha on, and Weeha was saying that Chessie may be one to look out for, and that struck a chord because we're kind of like. Really? Not to like discredit Chessie, but no one would pick Chessie normally.
That garbage can?
They'd be like, I think when we asked from who the best mid laner was, or a mid laner he was like feared of, and he said Chessie. So
I thought Limp plays middle and Chessie plays carry. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. He said Chessie about something.
Grant.
Chessie's probably just that. I mean, Chessie's really good. It was sad. Wasn't he in Alliance and coL and like the back stuff? Yeah. I'm excited to see
a couple things. Once again, these guys played together. They had some success for a little bit, and then things, I think around the time of Manila Major last year, just kind of went south. And so, how do we avoid that kind of situation happening again? And then there is some familiarity there. This team, I think, brings a lot of things from Heroes of New Earth. These guys are all pretty much veterans of that. And so,
except Mo.
They're a very aggressive team. They make a lot of moves early on, very in sync as well when they're playing well. So this is something to watch out for.
My expectations are up here. High.
Yeah, and something to watch out for versus the Brile stack.
All right, and then, of course, on the other side, the Brile stack here. But it sounds like the game's getting underway, so we have to play role swap. Who's going to be doing what in this series? I just got done doing observing. Grant was play-by-play. Jack was the king, and, of course, Lacoste was the co-caster. So we'll see if we're going to get something new this time. I haven't been king yet in a game.
Ooh, observer again.
Dakota, if I get king, I'll trade you, all right?
Hey.
I'll think about it here. Let's see. Maybe you'll get play-by-play again. That was always a treat. Co-caster. All right. Your natural position here. Is it going to be a Jack Lacoste duo? Will Grant be play-by-play once again, and will be Lacoste's king? What are we going to get?
This is like the Age of Empires music, isn't it?
Thank you, sire.
Grant is king for the third time in King's
I already
Cup.
had the crown on. I was right.
I mean, you were good to go. And it's going to be Lacoste play-by-play here. So he's already getting ready to the spot. We're going to cut to a break. It sounds like the game's going to be starting soon, so let's get in our positions. Let's get ready for Complexity versus Iceberg.
And welcome back to Kings Cup America. Here I am, play-by-play. Lacoste, my co-caster Jack, observing. Will be done by my good friend Dakota. And here, what are you doing? And we have a Grant with a triple crown.
Actually, that is 4 crowns.
Quad crown.
4.
Thank you. Yes, one of the kings of all kings, one of the greatest of all Oh my God. No, but the only decree I have this time is Jack is not allowed to use the word Yeah, he just can't say you know, if he's like he
I
just
think
doesn't know
that's
what he's
my
doing.
thing.
It's harder than you think.
Yeah, but Lacoste, you're not allowed to say the word and.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not allowed to use the word A.
On penalty of what?
I mean,
Grant?
the letter
no
A
penalty.
in
You're
my
right.
words.
How about just it? What about no it? Can you do that?
Sure.
All right, no it's from you.
Suck it.
Dakota, you have to count. You have to, anytime someone's Midas off cooldown, you have to only stay on his hero until the Midas is used.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Seems fair, and I do believe I am waiting for my goblet of monster that hasn't been returned yet. The peons, very slow on the cleaning job, but no, it's all good, it's all good. I believe, let me go back to Lacoste, my play-by-play.
All right, we're into the draft already. Pretty standard bans, Veno, Lich, NS. Interesting ban on Kunkka though. We did not see that ban in the first stage, I believe so. Necro is still in the pool. Jack, what do you think about Necrolite? Is it going to be picked up?
Could be.
Thank you, sire.
So they banned the Venomancer, which is seen as a very annoying hero and a good matchup for the Earthshaker. Earthshaker first was a pick that they were doing back during the qualifiers as well. At that point, I think Swindles was still playing. Sorry, coL. It's confusing because his name is actually still Swindle, but was playing a lot of Earthshaker, and so they often pick that up first, and he'd do a lot of work in the offlane with it.
Yeah, we've seen some of the games he played on that position 3 Earthshaker. It was very successful. I think you and me, Dakota, casted those games for some epic
Oh, yeah.
Echo Slams. Ooh, this is the interesting face. And the other one. Visage, Beastmaster, both of them are actually Beastmaster, plus Nature's Prophet as well. A lot of summons. This benefits Earthshaker a lot.
This is something else that they used, I think. Beastmaster, a couple of functions, right? He's always been a pretty good vision hero. Adds more reliable disable to combo with. And of course, like giving you some kind of tower siege as well. Buffs the rest of his allies. Allows you to take objectives faster. If this is a type of tempo we've seen from the past, from Complexity in the past, where they're going to be constantly running around with cooldowns and trying to gank people and take towers off of that, this hero fits that very well. He provides the vision to see if the counter rotations are coming. He allows you to take those objectives quickly, and obviously carries his own disable.
Yeah, I was just looking, you know, we got the Brax, Nature's Prophet. The only loss Infamous does have came at the hands of that. And then Jabs. No, wait. They definitely had more loss, but they did lose to it. And then Jabs on the Visage, right? It got first banned a couple of games after they won with it. So they got some comforters. Maybe, you know, Complexity didn't quite see those matches yet because they were too busy flying, and maybe they'll be punished for their arrogance.
Nature's Prophet seems like a super hot pick right now. It was pretty much always in the pool. Some of the teams were banning it, some not, leaving it. But it seems like teams found out the biggest strength of the Nature's Prophet. Tell me, what's his biggest strength, Jack, my co-caster?
We've been over this, but what I want to talk about right now is the zoo lineups going right now. Like, we already have birds and trees and pigs and hawks.
Necros.
Oh, we're missing our... What are we missing here? Eidolons and wolves. Oh, that was really loud.
What else is there? Rasta.
No, that doesn't really count. Those aren't
And
really animals. They don't move.
Chen. What?
Yeah, Chen, Enchantress, Lycan.
Lycan. Lycan was actually really hot for some time. Not anymore. That hero just fell off the wayside. I'm surprised why.
It's something that I could see Complexity going with. I mean, a hero that is great in running at you. Again, adds to the bestiary with the...
It's funny, you know what? If there was any team to actually still pick up Wisp in this whole tournament, you'd think Complexity would be one of those teams, you know?
Yeah.
Like Z-Freak and Kyle picking it for him have been compulsive Wisp pickers. I would even say the Beastmaster is just like a Complexity classic.
Yeah, really.
If a Lesh shows up, then I'll definitely know Complexity is a part of this game.
I'd be hyped for that. A Moo Lesh rack actually sounds very hype right now.
That's a lot of tower sieging.
Yeah.
Beast, Lesh. So with the Beast, we know it's gonna be coL's hero probably. Earthshaker's gonna be
No,
position for.
he plays support now.
Oh, he plays
Yeah,
support now.
they'll still pick it, though.
Alright.
Yeah, coL is least. Moo is their
So it's gonna be
offlaner.
coL's hero then.
Oh, wow. This
Earthshaker.
is-
Oh, look at this two-headed beast
That might be
with more push.
Another
even.
complexity class. It
Dude,
could be
this-
mid.
It's mid offlaner support, so everywhere but safe, and then it probably will be safe lane.
Or
knowing him.
double
This is odd.
Beastmaster.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so happy Complexity is here today because we've been saying just too much of the same thing, and now they show up and pick Beastmaster Jakiro.
Yeah, complexity, as Lacoste always loves to say, has their own meta game.
Yep.
Like they're metaing inside of a meta bubble of meta. My
They
God.
can't leave the bubble.
They can't leave the bubble of meta that they
remember,
have become.
Back when Firo was playing for them during the qualifier, he had like a mid Jakiro game
Yeah.
where he
Yeah.
performed
Yeah.
really well. So a couple things here. Obviously, the Ice Path for the Spirit Breaker. The Liquid Fire, obviously great against buildings and against the summons as well. And again, you guys mentioned the versatility. This is a hero that can go in different positions. We've seen Complexity take this kind of
Strong
support
team.
that can actually help them take towers just because they like to come off the line and fight so early. So you want that push off and out of a support position, whether it's Leshrac or Jakiro.
Just get a Pugna now and see who can push fastest in this
That was
game.
a great call, Grant, on the Lycan. Well,
Yeah,
thank
nice
you.
job there, Grant.
That was actually Jack's call, wasn't it?
No.
Were you guys going to call
Were
him
you
Cole?
stealing?
No, I
his
literally
ideas?
call. I am the king, and I am correct.
This Iceberg lineup, I don't
And
have
it
a
was
hunch
set.
about this, but I feel like I'm seeing Iceberg are, as any team would, taking a lot from some of the stronger teams they've seen. They had a very EGS lineup, but this one has a very distinctly Liquid feel to it. I remember Liquid running this lineup, I believe, at the Kiev Major against Newbie. This kind of full bestiary, a ton of vision everywhere, an incredible amount of mobility, and they're not going to be afraid to run a Complexity either.
You can see that Invoker
check
again, maybe too.
When Lycan uses Howl
The birds,
on the
yeah.
birds, on the Treants, imagine the split push, the team fight. I mean, you can't really focus all those animals. Plus, if he decides to go for Necrobook this game, maybe Spirit Breaker needs to go for Necro, have the all-in zoo lineup, as you mentioned, Jack.
Yeah, or Enigma or something like that.
Enigma is too much. They need a mid-hero. They can run a mid-visage, but I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, it feels like this is another good AM game, but they have Nature's Prophet Lycan already, so it would be extremely hard to like fit that hero in. Because I mean, with that amount of split push, I mean that's how they did end up bringing down VGJ, right? With the a massive amount of Nature's Prophet AM split push.
I
Damn.
think they just need something to hold them in place while all those animals deal the damage.
Yeah.
Puck would be a good choice for the mid for Iceberg.
I have no idea that Timber's off lane if it's mid. Beastmaster's off lane or mid. I don't know if Jakiro's mid or.
The thing, yeah, Timber's decent versus Nature's Prophet because the trees and all that. He's decent versus Lycan. Once he gets like level 3, the level 2 armor is decent versus the wolves and stuff. Yeah, this is just a very different draft than what we have seen.
This is an excellent pickup here, I think. For if you both have lineups where you want to be running at people, the Timbersaw is usually not a hero that you want to be running at in that way. Just the amount of physical damage, the amount of small bits of damage from Treants or Visage that will trigger his armor, and then the heroes that need to be up close to him to damage him. Those are all pretty favorable points to be in for the Timbersaw. So this is a nice pickup here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
Yeah, Timber might. I don't think this is a hood game for Timber. There's no magical damage whatsoever. He might consider going Medallion first item. Not a bad idea. Everything is pretty much the physical. Also, I love the Spirit Breaker and the Lycan combo. Once he charges, just give him some extra HP, extra damage so he can dive the towers. The problem is against the Spirit Breaker, there's a Beastmaster who provides a lot of vision. Like both teams have a good vision game.
5 seconds remaining.
Silencer, last ban, and OD. We've seen a couple of OD bans over the past few days, especially in the last
always
laning
last.
stage. I mean, OD, I can see why against Timbersaw. He's one of the counters for him because he's in the front lines. You just steal as much int as you can, and then you just blast the whole team.
I'm going to say it. I'm a little bit parched. I was wondering if one of the peons could get me a cup of hot sauce that I can use to cleanse my palate.
A cup of hot sauce?
Yes. Some people like water. Some people enjoy Monster. I love Monster and hot sauce
You're
together.
parched
It really.
and you want sriracha or hot sauce.
I mean, if we get to watch it, I'm
Are you
down.
actually gonna drink that?
What do you mean? Am I? This is a delicacy in America. It's an honor to have hot Lacoste. Okay, now let me preface this. Lacoste thinks pickles are spicy, so you know, my man doesn't really enjoy the spicy food here.
Not a big fan of a spicy food, though.
Pickles.
Well, we have a PL last pick coming from a complexity, so.
What the hell is Kyle playing? I guess
has to
it's
be
these.
Chikiro or something.
These are like the greediest fives on each team. Who's like the ward bitch for these teams? It's
Wow. That is a
Storm Spirit as a last pick. That's interesting, but interesting in a good way. Not
well, this is
too
not
much.
a cup at all.
Not too much of a lockdown for Storm. There is some in Beastmaster, Earthshaker, and Ice Path, but that's gonna come later.
Yeah, so this
Jack, what do you think about Storm?
Iceberg ran this lineup in the second game yesterday, just like something similar to this. Just incredible mobility from this team. This team
Thank
moves
you for
around
thy
so
nugs.
quickly, gets to fight so quickly, but they need numbers to win fights, and I wonder if they might struggle a little bit in the laning. So I think that'll be a big thing to watch out for. And late game, it's hard to say because I think PL and Timbers are pretty good answers to the cores of Iceberg.
The king is looking to enjoy
It's pretty
some
spicy. It's
spicy
just really
nugs.
up in the nose here.
Up some spicy nugs.
I'll give you $10 if you rub it in your nose.
Rub it in.
Will
or
you
on?
actually?
Yeah,
Like how much?
10.
No,
Like
I
how
mean,
much?
how much do I need to rub?
Like one finger on. in
Nah,
each
this
nostril.
stuff's pretty spicy. Nah, I'm good. All right, we're gonna let me taste it. Yeah, it's the extra hot for sure. I mean, it's not bad, you know. So, you know, I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Can we turn the King's cam off? The tears are coming. It's mostly 'cause I was thinking about the time Titanic and shit. It's a sad movie.
All right, let's focus on what matters. Complexity first game in the
Eating
King's
these
Cup. They were running away from the storm, can we call it like that? And I already mentioned the joke a few days ago, and now they're playing against the Storm Spirit as well. We'll see if they can evacuate from that one. All right, Jack, let's give predictions. What do you think? Based on the lineup, who has a better chance to win the game?
I'm gonna say, just based on conditions, I think if Iceberg gets off to a good start in lanes, and they really start to be able to push and get constantly to these fights like 4 or 5 people, and let's say Complexity is maybe a step slower, not ready for that, which, based on their scrim results and what I've heard about their scrim efficiency, is not going to be the case, then they could be in a lot of trouble. But I think if this game goes past 35 minutes, the Complexity has the edge.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Lycan on the top lane will go for Poorman's Shield, obviously. That's one of the best things he can get at the early game. He has a lot of regen from Feral Impulse. Jabs already placed a ward, so they can see the movement from coL coming up.
Do you want to say it's refreshing to see Moo back on the off lane?
Yeah.
Just, TI what, 6? Grand finalist on that off lane, pretty good player.
Moo's a great guy. I'm happy
Yeah.
to see him back.
He really is one of the nicest guys. Always he sounds super sad, but he's not,
Yeah.
One of those guys like, hey, what's up, guys? And then he's just turning up on the inside.
Remember at an after party, I think it was the Shanghai Major after party. After party was the only good thing about that whole event, to be honest, but poor Moo had dropped his slice of pizza on the floor, so he really had to be sad at that moment.
Earthshaker blocked the lane for the Beastmaster on top, so he will get the lane back, get some juicy XP, and this is not the strongest lane. Lycan plus Visage, it's good for harassment. He has a Stout Shield on a Beastmaster. Will get some damage off with it. Bottom lane though, they're trying to go on a Brax. With the Boots of Speed, they will have enough to take him down. First blood taken by Chessie, actually. That's a lot of slow. He went for Phantom Rush, level 1. He gets bonus 6 agility instead of Phantom, Spirit Lance, whatever. Just for the extra damage and the slow.
That was a nice surprise, and there was a Howl as well, giving him a little bit of HP, but it wasn't enough to save his life there.
Yeah. Limp on the mid lane, he needs to just get the level 3, get level 2 reactive armor, then he will be pretty much fine with the Poorman's Shield as well. How many Poorman's Shields do we have? 1, 2, 3, that's pretty much it.
3.
Earthshaker being on a mid lane, there's not much kill potential to get the Storm because Timbersaw needs to get some levels to be efficient with the killing. Brax on the bottom lane will have trouble, especially when Jakiro... Oh, Jakiro is already level 2, and if he gets the last hit, they'll get him to level 2.5 almost. I wonder if he's gonna get the Ice Path as well, just to stop the TP from Nature's Prophet.
That'd be pretty smart.
Yeah, or potentially a charge. I think this Timbersaw is going to grow into a huge problem for Iceberg. They don't really have the tools for getting him effectively early on. He's going to be very far ahead, I think, if he has a good stable start in lane, and then he just becomes so difficult to fight into.
True that. Bryle on the other side, 13 against 14. Both are doing really well at the CS game. Jabs just stacking some creeps on the top. Just needs to pull it. Spirit Breaker with the haste rune, trying to harass Moo, who's level 2 right now. Will get. Does he have enough gold? Where's the chicken?
Trying to wrap around on Nature's Prophet again. He's got to be careful here at the bottom tower.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Stun. I don't think they should commit to it. Stun already used. Brax just steeping out to safety. Will buy a TP scroll, TP back to the lane, charging. Spirit Breaker needs to cancel it. I just said it. What happens?
You know, you just...
Oh, it was and for you.
No, I changed it to it because you
changed
said
it.
and was too hard.
Yeah.
No, that's fine, Lacoste. Everyone gets one. I'm a very good king.
Wow, what a nice
Also, you have to feel bad enough knowing that you're just not good enough, you know, to
Yeah,
focus on not
plus you
saying
didn't
one word.
notice, so I announced it myself. Oh, he had almost enough for a block. Can we get to 17%?
There we go. Orb of Venom up.
Give it, baby. One more hit.
Claire wants it, not gonna get it.
Zefrik is not afraid to trade hits with the Spirit Breaker. Top lane, Iron Talon finished on the Beastmaster. Will try to go to jungle, get some XP. Lycan, on the other hand, is just pretty much free farming on top, sitting on 22 CS.
They changed that finally, right? Where Beastmaster's... oh, wait, there's going to be a gank, pardon me.
Not the best TP coming up from Nature's Prophet, though.
Yeah, they changed it where the boar doesn't do double damage to neutrals anymore, right? Let's get a keep.
Charge is coming to Jakiro with the dual breath, level 2, has enough slow, but 17% kicks in. On the other hand, Chessie comes and gets the last hit on Spirit Breaker, whatever, one more lance on Nature's Prophet, no TP ready, not enough mana on Earthshaker, will go down as well, double kill for Chessie though.
The only way Kyle dies there is 2 bashes off of a liquid fire. And, well, he got double bashed. It happened.
Yeah.
That was rough.
I don't know if that's even legal, 2 bashes in a row.
But it's probably not worth it. I mean, those kills going to the Phantom Lancer and then...
Irma sends her regards.
Jakiro, another reason he's such a popular hero, well, I mean, not so popular.
I wouldn't say he's popular at all.
He's got 820 HP right now, and the body on this support is just very sturdy.
Yeah, plus 8 armor. Why does he have 8 armor?
That's
because
the one thing
he's near the tower, alright. 5 base armor, that's a lot.
That's the one thing that never changed about Jakiro. His spells did, but like he always had like that high base starting HP. I remember people used to take him mid like right when he came out in Dota 1. It's nuts.
Yeah, and he would just kind of get that dual breath, and there's no way you could trade with.
And that was when dual breath did a lot more damage, though. You just couldn't do anything.
Well, Ice Path was different back in those days.
Oh, back in Jack's days.
Back in the day of Jack.
When was that, Jack?
They're your days.
When you played Medusa?
In our days.
But farther back. Yeah, I think
Charge
you're right.
coming on a top lane, Spirit Breaker with level 2 charge on that Beastmaster. Has a stout shield with the Lycans, trading some right clicks, slowing it down with the boar on the Visage, so they will not have enough good Fisher block by Zefrik. Brax on the other hand TP'd, will take down Moo. Oh, Jab's in problem. Never mind, he's good to go. That's a 4-man gank. Is it really worth it? On the bottom lane, Chessie just continues to pretty much free farm. Aquila finished, Orb of Venom as well for the extra slot.
This is how Iceberg want to operate, though. They have superior mobility, and they want to just be able to run into these fights. The question is, are they able to get any objectives off the back of these? For now, the answer is no, and they're going to have a lot of pressure bottom as well.
Oh, look at the slow coming out from to the Nature's Prophet. He does not have a TP ready. Will go down once again. That is the third death on him.
Yeah, Brack's having a hard game.
Gotta kill top, but yeah, besides that, he's just dying too much.
Oh,
But Moo's only level 3, so almost 4. Could be worse.
They're gonna pressure the bottom tower with Tequila, extra armor on the creeps. Jakiro Liquid Fire will pop it. Charge coming. Just never mind, he will probably cancel it. Or not.
Clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance. Let's see if he can score some bashes. This guy will be in problem. Lance will be thrown. Extra slow coming out. No, 4 seconds left for the charge. Can he make it out? Has a Fairy Fire and 2 charges on a Magic Wand. Goes out. He wishes he had at least one level of Ice Path.
Burning! Burning!
Oh, Limp
Alive.
already
Thanks,
pressuring
Howl.
the mid tower. He can't get the last
Whoa! That's a lot of tower damage for a Timbersaw.
hit.
in the mid
Mind
lane.
games on a mid.
Oh,
Nice.
nicely done.
Jabs comes so they can deny the tower with the double hit.
Tower taken away already, though. Oh, Fissure coming out, too. But it looks like it's time for Bryle to take action.
Limp has 10,
He's got
11
20
magic.
stacks at
Yeah,
level
20
4,
stacks,
so
11 magic, 1 charges. There's a shrine ready. They can go there if they want to shower with the guys.
My favorite.
why can't you guys just take the Chinese approach and say it's eating hot pot together?
Eating
hot
hot pot?
pot.
Yeah,
It could
hot
be
pot.
fondue. That's what we do in America. I
Top
love
lane?
fondue.
Top lane, they're charging the Beastmaster, who's level 4. Probably will go down. The damage coming out from Charlie is just too good. Charlie, we've seen a couple of mistakes from him in the previous days when he was playing Anti-Mage. This game seems like he's having the time of his life on that Lycan. He's on 54 CS net worth. What is it? Third one. He's level 7, Feral Impulse. Level 4, that's enough region just to never go back to base unless he dies.
The cost of watching Charlie like hawk.
Yeah.
Quick.
Charlie's
quick
under the
keep for-
radar.
He's not under your radar. Squarely in the center.
RNGesus over their shoulders, though.
Yeah,
the Spirit
Clairvoyance,
Breaker.
though. Clairvoyance is not missing bashes at all. This
Yeah.
guy, this is the correct game to get all these bashes for sure. He's just chilling on the hill right now.
Chilling on the hill. Letting you
Beastmaster
hill.
is really
Here we
having
go.
a hard time
Yeah,
on the
he
top.
is.
Once again,
Again.
being
Far
charged
behind,
a
He
killed the
little
Hawk,
bit
too.
too far. Can they get the Grave Chill on? Timbersaw tipping, full HP, full mana. Oh, he misses the hook. Never mind, doesn't even use it.
That was a little interesting.
Seems like both offlaners are struggling. Limp is already in with another Timber Chain. Will go down. Double kill coming out from Limp. Charlie needs to back off from the lane. They will pressure the top lane probably. Jakiro level 4, level 2 Liquid Fire. Limp just cutting off the creep wave. Iceberg doing what they can, just trying to pressure the tower on a mid. Because it seems like they're gonna lose the top tower as well. And Chessie pressuring the bottom tower. Yeah, this is the Boots of Travel on Phantom Lancer. The Merlini does not approve.
It helps you just go around the map and farm, I guess.
Yeah, it's good when you're
Top, I
playing
think.
with the Beastmaster. Oh, Bryle already used all of his mana, but manages to take down Swindle Melons, who switched the position from position 3 to position 4/5.
He went that
And
4-0-4 build.
and
so.
is known for the coL right now. Is there a tome? Yes, there is.
Oh, he's
Probably-
got it queued up.
Probably gonna give it to... Nope,
If
saving
Shapiro
it for
takes
himself.
Despite the mobility here of Iceberg, when the actual fights break out into bigger engagements, it's pretty hard for them to fight complexity. Just a ton of AoE on their side and some pretty good counter initiation as well, so it's tough for them to take these fights unless they're like very quick and they just blow up 1 or 2 targets.
Both teams have such a good split push and Lycan using form, trying to kill the Beastmaster, who's level 6. They do not have enough damage, even if they use the roar, cancel is TP is cancelled. Seems like both offlaners are struggling. Beastmaster with that level 6, trying to go for Helm of the Dominator build. Maybe that's one of the reasons. I'll save that thought for later. Another charge coming out to the Beastmaster. Roar is used. Z-Freak, level 4 still. Timber Chain connected. They do not have enough control to take down the Bryle.
Good shutdowns from coL. Nice little fissures out.
Alright,
Slowing them down a bit.
Jabs, who just hit level 6, is bringing Tome to Spirit Breaker. What a nice team play. Oh, he misses, what is it? Enemy Spirit Breaker level 5, level 6 right now. So ultimate is up. They know Earthshaker is level 4, no roar. They should just try to commit and try to get some kills right now.
Yeah, good
Plus-
play from Z-Freak. He's kind of just standing behind his cores, like knowing that they're going to look for windows to engage. He's not really looking to gank at this point, but more counter-initiate and help them hold their towers. So he's been right place,
Yeah,
right
this
time.
this was my thought. With the Boots of Troll finished on Phantom Lancer, they can TP to those summons. Chessie is dominating, can go back to the forest or the bottom lane and continue farming. Bryle picking up the Region rune, one of the best runes, if not the best rune, Jack, huh? The Storm can get.
Yeah, it allows him to, with the travels, it allows him to match the mobility of Iceberg too. He can be off farming somewhere and still ensure that he gets to a fight even if the towers are down. So it's a pretty nice pickup here. I'm not sure if he would go for the early game, but
Z-Freak
it's
getting
the right choice here.
pretty much kited with the birds. Oh, those birds almost goes down. Z-Freak standing on 15 HP. Can they kill him? Not really. Oh, yes, he goes down. Nature's Prophet ulti. Iceberg killing someone with the Region rune. Still in the bottle. Can go back in once again. Spirit Breaker coming to the melons. Not committing ulti to the to the dead hero. Oh, Region rune is still up. They still have charge ready in 2 seconds, but this target pretty hard to take down. We'll see about that. We'll hold the thought. Yeah, they have enough. Still managed to take down
Iceberg.
the Timber. So Iceberg still Region rune.
Is under attack.
Chessie will go down as well, dominating Speak. Never mind.
Oh, he wants
Yeah,
it
he
so
will.
bad.
He wants you so badly. Got it, Bryle. Can he make it out? No roar for the next 30 seconds.
He's going in
Earthshaker's spells are on cooldown. Bryle, another kill, triple kill. Can make it. Quadro kill. Let's see. Not really. Oh, nice.
Stop the game.
Single Melts kills him. No, does not stop the charge coming out from
What kind
Spirit
of
Breaker.
animal sounds over here? This is the zoo.
This is the zoo lineup coming out from both teams. I need some water here.
And the talent, too.
All right, I definitely
That
think
was
we
crazy.
just pause the game, tell him to go over. Bryle is just styling on these guys. It might
That
just be
was
over at this point,
crazy.
dude. He just went in.
So that was kind of the situation we talked about beforehand, right? If they have to decide very quickly if they want to take fights or not. A couple of separate, like basically 3-on-1, 3-on-2 fights broke out there for Iceberg with their mobility, and then complexity ended up kind of trickling in one by one, each thinking that they could stem the tide or get a turnaround. That regen rune obviously was huge, and they just took so many kills off of that. But even with that, the tower is still standing there because they're fighting behind the tower.
Yeah.
So in terms of objectives, not too much gain there, but a lot going towards Storm's momentum.
Yeah, and that's just like a morale booster almost, just being able to walk away doing plays like that.
That's a 14-minute Bloodstone on Storm. He's feeling pretty good.
Oh, Chessie's being charged. Do they have a Spirit Breaker ulti? Yes, they do. If they get the first charge, this is going to be big. 13 charges already, 15 minutes in.
That is a fast Bloodstone, and there it is, the speed with which they get 4 people to that location.
Dire's top tower is under
They can thank
attack.
you. The Region rune that he picked up, that's super big.
And this is nice to watch. You know, Iceberg being a new team, like how coordinated they look during every gank is very refreshing from, you know, some other new teams who just
Do we know
whittle-waddle.
who the shot caller is on this team? Do you think it's
I
Claire?
believe it's Brax
Well,
and
Brax
Claire.
probably.
I believe it's Brax and Claire,
Yeah.
but I think it would just be those two knowing their personalities.
looking pretty good.
Limp has enough gold to buy his Bloodstone. Seems like Iceberg wants to continue to push on the bottom lane, have Necro 1 finished on the Lycan, plus the birds, that's a lot of summons, plus the Illusion rune and the Treants. Earthshaker still struggling to get to level 6. They need it so badly to actually win the fight. Timbersaw TPing, that's pretty ballsy TP. They do not have too much to kill him near the tower. And there's a lot of action. I can actually sense how much shit I'm spitting out of my mouth. And I can,
That's just
I can-
being a play-by-play, brother.
I can
It's spitting out stuff to fill the air. There we
Sometimes
go.
you just start howling.
Oh,
and
here we go,
making
middle.
your own
Charging
noises.
Hero,
That's
level
another
8, he's
charge.
gonna go down. This is pretty much a global presence. What are we hearing? That's the police siren. 5-0, 5-0. Maybe Complexity needs to evacuate once again. Storm with 14 charges.
As the
Bottle-
king, I'm freaking out of here. I don't know
bottle
about you
with
guys. You
Arcane
need to
Rune
keep doing your
trapped.
job. I'm running.
Oh, we're fine now.
Looking out of here. Oh, we're good? We're good. All right,
good.
that's cool.
May
The
have
king
been
would
a-
save himself. I would actually let you guys die. Like, no offense, but
I mean, you got
I'm royalty.
you got like a lot of subs. So
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to royalty. Bryle, 14 charges, Arcaner. This guy is about to go bananas on the haters, right?
Like when you go bananas, like what does that mean? Really,
Like it means you're everywhere, you know, but you're still
Yeah, but why bananas?
Why bananas aren't really everywhere?
Well, because you're upgrading from ham, but not quite going baloney.
Okay. So
It should
ham
make a little more
is
sense
below
now.
bananas,
Yeah,
but bananas are below
Baloney.
baloney. Okay.
yeah.
Timbersaw on the top lane. Iceberg just used the smoke. Will try to farm the neutral camp. They have enough.
Oh, dear.
Probably electric vortex. Can they burn their mana? Stun from the birds. Not enough. Nice Sprout though, blocking the Timber Chain coming out from Timbersaw. He's gonna be out in 13 seconds. Storm just juking everything they're thrown at him. Earthshaker level 6 can't get close. Uses Echo Slam, gets the Storm down. Will be back in 2 seconds. Can TP and help his team. Phantom Lancer, not enough damage without the Fusel Blade. The Swindle Melons trying to cast some spells on Charlie.
Ooh, Storm Spirit's going for PL. Is he gonna get him up top though?
Yeah, PL will go down as well. Storm sitting on 11 charges once again. Not a good fight for complexity. Once again, that Earthshaker is being controlled. Storm Spirit getting the charges. Pretty much everyone on the team is pretty tanky to take down.
That was not a fight that they wanted to take. Limp got himself caught on the edge of the forest. That's why they had to start using abilities on low ground to try to keep him alive. And yeah, he just got roped into a bad fight here. But they still hold the tower. It's because of the location of the fight and the ability to just have his AoE to clear things out or Fissure to block the terrain. So.
Yep. Well, would you say that? I mean,
Another charge coming out, but he cancels it. Grant.
I was gonna say this Necromicon book is pretty damn good versus Timbersaw right now. He just used it. He double mana burned him. He's actually just Charlie's playing out of his mind.
Did you see the Sprout? He just blocked the.
Yeah, they're all playing super well. They know they're like all Complexity's first match. They're gonna be on their high, and then boom, 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 slaughtering them.
Grant, I've got a story about Necronomicon that you might enjoy.
Okay.
As a player back in the day. Because you remember TDA, right?
Yeah, of course.
You remember how people would get banned for stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of my friends got banned. I'll try to make this good. One of my friends got banned in a TDA game for denying the Aegis. And the reason listed for it, reason given, was that he said that his Necronomicon told him as the Book of the Dead to deny the Aegis. I thought you'd enjoy that story.
Yeah, that was really something special, Jack. Thank you. So he said that the summons told him to deny it.
All right, they're doing Roche.
When asked why he denied the Aegis, he said the Necro book, the Book of the Dead, told him to do it.
Then Dawn Exodus is like, shut the hell up, ban him anyways.
No, I'm good. But I'm also
Phantom
hacking.
Lancer picks up the Aegis. Level 13. Somnus trying to run away. No charge available. Will go down. Big ulti coming out from Swindle Melons. Storm getting roared by Beastmaster. That's pretty much everything they have to lock down the Storm. They're not focusing the right target. Jabs, pretty tanky guy. Will go down. Anyway, they actually managed to take down 2 guys. Charlie running away to safety, to his shrine, which is not ready. On the bottom lane, Iceberg pushing with the Nature's Prophet, who has Orchid ready. Storm needs to get that Lincoln Sphere. Just bought Sage Mask. Does he have anything else? No. He wants to be free
Sage.
from the Beastmaster Roar, so he can roam around freely. What about the Helm of the Dominator on a Beastmaster, Jack? Tell me why it's good, why is it bad?
You can get a wagon out of it. That gives you certain push timings.
No wagon still picks up, so probably that's not the reason. Second reason.
Well, they're not really getting a chance to push right now, but take wagons away from the enemy pushes as well. So
Maybe get a creep so he can remove the Lincoln Sphere that Storm Spirit will build. Maybe get a mana burn creep, whatever.
Wow.
And snare.
That's a really good idea, Lacoste.
Thank you very much.
Gracious.
But he has a Wild Wing Ripper.
Nice
Scan coming out.
Yeah.
That
This
gives a lot of armor.
Clairvoyance guy
Uh-oh.
is all over the place. Steeping Phantom Lancer with the Diffusal Blade. No charge available. Will probably take him down. Ice Pad just to secure the kill. On the bottom lane again, Brax just trying to split push as much as possible. And the Visage, who has Solar Crest finished. That guy is so tanky with level 4 Gravekeeper's Cloak.
The Wild Wing Ripper gives armor. This is something that Complexity and Swindle in particular has especially when they fight early on. Really like to
All right.
prioritize. And so the armor, again, against all these summons, bestiary, all this right-click damage is also very helpful for the team. Enhances their survivability
Look at
quite
this
a
wolf.
bit.
This is MVP wolf. Scouting that Z-Freak has a blink dagger ready. Storm does not have enough mana. Maybe Brax can TP with the charge. They have a vision on him. Just
yeah.
a silence will be a secure kill. Where's that Spirit Breaker coming from? From the north.
Is under attack.
Maybe that's not the north, but never mind. Bottom lane though. They're trying to push the tower. Almost. Oh, they actually take him down. Look at the treants. 36 plus 16 damage coming out from Howl.
They
They
did
actually
kill
managed
Z-Freak.
to kill the Z-Freak as well. They're trying to deal some damage on the unhealable damage to range racks. Almost,
It's quite a bit.
wow, 700 damage taken down. Phantom Lancer with the Aegis, not the best hero to hold it. We saw it in the previous game as well. Items on Phantom Lancer pretty classic besides Boots of Travel.
I noticed that no one had Midas, Grant. I'm not able to follow your orders, unfortunately, this
No,
game.
you are
This
following
is,
my order. You haven't had to look at them.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
there's no Midases in this
I think
game.
all these players know the limits of their own play and trying to control their Midas timings. Uh-oh. Shit's happening, Lacoste.
Shit's happening, nothing is actually happening. Lim's trying to go on a storm who has enough mana to run away. Had the Yule Scepter, maybe if he Yuled him, Beastmaster would have enough time to come and use the roar.
Over here, though, Jabs is in trouble, it looks
Surprise,
like.
motherfucker.
Surprise,
Jesse.
motherfucker. Aegis ready on him, committed. Spirit Breaker ulti. What is Spirit Breaker gonna do now? Yuled pretty much will go down. That's not the way you want to play. Swindle Melons on the mid lane will go probably to the graveyard. Do they have enough damage? Wolves will follow up. Not really. Chessie still holds that Aegis. Nothing to stop the TP coming out from Brax.
Well,
A lot of action happening on the pretty much
they're-
every side of the map.
They're making you work for this
the
play-by-play.
Spirit Breaker, though, you don't think him dying is worth... he's used the Diffusal charge every time.
No,
Might be worth it.
no.
Well, that's why you're play-by-play, not an analyst. Dumbass.
The
Jack, is
Jack-
that worth it or what?
Oh, Lycan
Oh,
on the bottom
the
lane wants to go
backdoor.
for that range racks. Can he make it?
No.
Jack, do the math.
And
Is it enough?
I mean,
No.
it's going down a little bit, but it's not going to go down in time.
They can't get it.
Chessie pressuring that mid lane. Aegis will run out pretty shortly. Another charge used on a
Diffusal
Spirit
charge
Breaker.
used.
That's worth it.
Bryle goes in, goes back again. Birdsville stun pretty
Oh,
much
those
everyone
boars.
who's there.
Is under attack.
That's a lot of things to say.
Oh, would you
There's,
look at that? It's a Helm of the Dominated wagon.
Wow.
Oh,
It's time to push. Spirit Breaker needs to get back into the game. Visage with the Solar Crest. Tanky enough to survive.
Ooh.
Storm goes in, runs out of mana. Beastmaster, oh nice big Echo Slam on that Storm Spirit. Can they make him die? Yes they can. Another good ice pad by whoever that is, Kyle. What is going on? Beastmaster will go down. Will go down. Swindle Melons trying
charge.
to use the Diffusal Charge. Never mind.
No diffusal
Moo
charge.
survives. That's a dieback from Spirit Breaker. Lycan and Storm Spirit will revive in a couple of seconds. This might be actually the end of the game for the Iceberg.
Yeah, what was Bryle doing there? What was Jab?
What?
Jab did not Solar Crest the Storm when he went in, and that might have actually helped a little bit. It was a little bit of a struggle, some teamwork communication from Iceberg, maybe being a newer team.
Storm Spirit just doing the old trick with the mana. Pull, TPing, dealing some damage, but they will lose the Raxes. 12 seconds for the Lycan.
His middle barracks is falling.
I don't know. I think Iceberg should just try to split push. I don't know if they can team fight into this anymore.
Oh, they're going.
Oh, Spirit Breaker once again with the charge.
Diffusal.
Trying
Yeah.
to sprout him, not enough to survive. Spirit Breaker goes down. Jakiro silenced. Wow, the damage coming out from Lycan is just too much. Chessie, Wicked Sick on another hand, killing Brax, who's trying to split push. Will pick up a region rune as well.
Is under attack.
I think Clairvoyance might be leading the league in deaths per game at this rate. He's really.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
He is
I'm
He
sure
truly
we'll
played
get a
willing
stat.
to
so good
sacrifice
at the early
himself.
stages, then some of the questionable charges, 9 deaths.
I'm still saying worth it. 9 more charges of Diffusal, and then what are they going to do? Exactly.
Ask Jack. Jack is a smart guy.
Jack?
Is he?
I don't know, buy a new diffusal player. Upgrade
So
his
you want him to
diffusal
get
player.
7 slotted with the Moon Chart and then buy one, or buy one right afterwards?
Just upgrade his defusal blade.
Yeah,
man.
but after I said 9 charges because he has 1 + 8. Jack, do the math. Let's go.
Well, I guess you just lose, right? Can't
Oh yeah,
defuse the
they
Spirit
lose.
Breaker
Can't
anymore.
defuse the Spirit Breaker. It's over. Call it.
Bryle with the, what was it, 12, 13-minute Bloodstone.
Radiant's top tower is
Now sitting on 10 charges and just Perseverance. Alright, that's the full Lincoln Sphere finished. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, his progress has been set back for sure. He had 14 charges half the game ago. So
And Limp had like 8 charges or something smaller, and now he's up to 11. So things turning around a bit.
Brax trying to build a Maelstrom, but he's still pretty greedy build. Still needs to go get a BKB because that's the only way they can kill him.
Yep.
Because pretty much the magical damage, everything they have. There's another
Dire's bottom
Diffusal
shrine
Blade
is
level
under
2
attack.
on Chessie. There you go. Good job, Spirit Breaker.
Look at all these boars.
Boars, the blade.
And the cart. My God.
Now where's Boris? Boris the
Dire's
blade.
bottom
Boris?
shrine
Boris?
has fallen.
Yeah.
He's not in this league, unfortunately.
Brax being charged on the top.
Oh,
Will
he's
get silenced by
Ooh.
Orchid. Or not really. He's saving up that Orchid. Storm Spirit with the pull.
Dire's bottom
Can't deny himself, has
is under
enough.
attack.
Yeah, well, 40 seconds. That's 7 charges on a Bloodstone. But I guess it doesn't matter. They still didn't manage to kill him. On the bottom lane, Phantom Lancer kills the tower once again. This Phantom Lancer is going super strong this game.
Yeah.
are you tired, Lacoste? I'm tired just listening to you.
Yeah, this is
I don't mean
yeah.
tired
2
of
kills per
listening to you, I mean
minute,
tired
some
from
Yeah,
kind
there's
of
a lot
game.
of action going
Lots
on.
of action. This is great practice.
This is my second time. Actually, third game. The first
Radiant's
day,
top
first
shrine
series.
is under
I was
attack.
play-by-play.
Mm-hmm.
As you can recall, Jack, it was pleasant to listen.
It was a glorious time.
Yeah.
Focus on the game, please. The king demands.
King demands complexity, managed to take down the bottom shrine. He's just slowly chopping it with the
Radiant's
treants,
top shrine is under
just
The
for some
treant
extra
chop.
gold.
attack.
I like
Radiant
that.
are scanning.
I'm just kidding. Lacoste, tell us about the happiest moment in your life.
What?
Just what was the happiest you've ever been at life?
I don't know, when I was born.
Jesus, you have a depressing
was
life
happy.
then.
I was happy since the day I was born.
Radiant's
I actually
top
peed
shrine
on a
has
nurse
fallen.
when I was born
Ah.
the first day.
And it's been
first
downhill
minute.
since.
Just out of pure,
Downhill since.
out of pure joy.
I don't know. I guess I was. You know when a dog, when you come home and the dog pees because he's
So
too
happy?
happy. Yeah, that's how happy I was.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
What about you, Jack?
No, what about you, Grant?
No, I am the
Dire's
king,
top shrine is
and
under
I
attack.
demand you tell me.
All right, Iceberg is smoked. They're trying to make
Jack, you better
make a
tell
play. Oh, so actually, that's the second shrine for complexity being
Dire's
taken
top
down.
shrine
No
has
shrines left on the map. 30 minutes in, that's not what we usually see.
Yeah, definitely not.
And what, 1 range Rax against the 1 melee Rax. There's a pipe finished on Visage, that's the big item.
It's a pretty farmed visage.
Yeah.
He has extra Blightstone for minus extra 2 armor combined with Solar Crest.
And he has played the hero incredibly well. You can see why this is kind of a respect ban against him.
Yeah.
Instant smoke coming out of from complexity after the Roche fight. There's a Talisman of Evasion, that's a good item on a Phantom Lancer. He has Aegis, where's the cheese? On a Timbersaw who has Lotus Orb, that's a good item. He can remove a lot of silences, a lot of
Possible
stuff
gank on him.
with the Yule Scepter combined as well.
Nope.
Seems like Iceberg knows they can fight, so they will try just a split push, but they need to take down mid tier 2 towers if they want to make something out of it, because that's the only side they can take, the bottom melee racks.
Yep.
And the complexity pushes as hard as Iceberg.
Yeah, I think my happiest moment was when I was playing mini golf.
Yeah?
I was like 18 years old, you know. I took a girl
Okay.
out to mini golf. That's just classy, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, we got the nachos, the pizza.
Dang.
So I was there. We're on hole
That
number
sounds
8.
great.
If I get a hole in 1, I win the game. If I don't, she just automatically wins because she already got a hole in 2. We were tied up
you're
to
on a
that
date.
point.
Okay.
Yeah, with this girl.
I think you getting a date,
Yeah, but
whatever
wait.
girl
Yeah, but
looked
hold
like
up.
was the happiest day of
Yeah,
your
for
life.
sure. And then, so I do it. I hit the hole in 1, and I just start dancing. I
Yeah.
dance hard on her. And
Yeah.
apparently she didn't appreciate that. She's like, you should have let me win. I was just hitting the straight-up jig.
Oh,
and like, she
never.
just, yeah, I was just
I would
jigging.
never let a chick
Jigging.
win or anyone
give
else.
it all
I'm
the
giving 100% whatever I play.
Yeah, I was just jigging on her.
Given your extensive extensive like DDR experience. That must have been quite the jig as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, you meant,
were
yeah, me and Jack
shinning and digging.
some production. We went out and did some DDR last night. I still have it. I can still play on the
You
hardest
got the
mode.
jig still?
Yeah, I still have the jig.
Dang.
Maybe we'll do a mobile Grant DDR soon. We don't know, you
All
know.
right, all right.
But
All right, they're in the forest.
Dude, this game's
Iceberg
like
just trying to hide. I
something.
don't think they have enough to kill this Timber Saw with the cheese
Jesse's
and
keeping
Lotus
it.
Orb on the top lane. Bryle just trying to stop the push coming out from Complexity. They can just chop it bit by bit with Liquid Fire from Jakiro. They don't want to commit yet. They still have Vegas. We'll probably try to go.
That was Grant's stomach.
oh, that was the boar. My bad.
That's a very timely sound for when the beasts collide in this game.
The beast.
This is like it's a super up. Oh, diffuse.
Classic Clay.
And I didn't
What are we
diffuse.
watching? Oh,
Diffuse
another death by Spirit Breaker. The guy is all over the place. His name is written on the graveyard.
Whoa. Up to the top lane now.
Alright, this Limp will just try to tank the damage coming out from the tower. Doesn't give a shit. On the bottom lane, Jab's trying to get close. This tower goes down too quickly. Necrobook coming out from Beastmaster.
Dire's top barracks.
Iceberg trying to split push on the bottom. Will probably manage to kill the bottom melee racks, but that's pretty much it. Still tier 2 towers.
They probably need to go for throne or something, right?
Alright,
This is Maga's looking like.
Complexity.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
they're going
Taking
for
the tier
throne.
3 tower, alright, they're going for the throne on the other side with the Necrobook. Necrobook just died from the Lycan. Glyph is used
They're going for it.
Iceberg.
There's a glyph.
Oh, they should profit TPing, they need to commit right now. Bryle is in already, going on that Jakiro who has Lotus Orb on him. They stun himself, Jakiro goes down, Jabs pretty much tanking up all the damage with the pipe. Beastmaster dies as well. Somnus has another charge ready in a few seconds. Limp just too much, and Chessie as well, who still did not lose his Aegis. Butterfly completed fully on him. Somnus dies once again in a couple of seconds. Let's see if he can make it out. Not really.
Z-Freak's
Yes, he
coming.
can. Not
Oh, he's
really.
gonna steal it.
And they managed to kill the Raxes. That's the Mega
Wait,
Creep
what?
for them.
What?
Was fought through radiant.
There he
Big
is.
Echo Slam
Finally,
coming out
Z-Freak
from
shows up.
Z-Freak. Yeah, that's the double kill for the Chessie. Can he take down the Charlie as well? GG is called by Iceberg.
Oh man, Z-Freak brought that Echo Slam from the base. He's just
really
like
did, just
running
wandering.
across the map to try to make it in, and finally shows up
It's like in
just
Lord
to
of the
the
Rings when the orc runs to like blow up the gate with like the explosive. You just see him
I was
running
out of the
across
words.
field.
We don't
Last
watch.
fight.
We don't watch. We don't watch. Those
It's like in
movies.
Star Wars when Princess Leia's like, "Save me," and then the blasters come in. I know what
Yeah.
you're saying, Jack.
It's like Star Trek when the
it's
phasers
really
go
not
out,
like
yeah.
that at all, but nice try.
No, a little bit like that. No, that was a super hype game. You did a great job, Lacoste.
Yeah, dang,
you
Lacoste
very
got put
much.
through the ringer as
Yeah,
play-by-play.
it's like a guy with one leg is going over to do the high jump, and you know you didn't quite make it, but we appreciate
we
the
roll.
effort.
I don't know what to applaud. Grant's comment or Lacoste
think,
play-by-play.
Hey, Complexity win their debut matchup, though.
Yes.
It looked rough at first. I actually thought this was going to be Iceberg's game, but Bryle going pretty ham just before he got that Bloodstone. It
A
was
lot of
so
action
good.
going on, even though the score was 25 to 25. Does not feel like top-notch Dota, probably because teams are still heating up with the new lineups. We'll see what will happen in the
There was
game
some
number 2.
sloppiness. There was some kind of trickling into fights one by one there. But if you have this lineup where both teams want to be kind of mobile in your face, then you can't have a pronounced like disadvantage in the heroes that fight on the front line. So you're talking about the Timber Saw, you're talking about Phantom Lancer. These are all heroes that don't mind being up in the front lines, like right-clicking people. Not right-clicking with the Timber Saw.
All right, seems like our king has to say something
yeah,
about
His Majesty. Is there a
about the
number?
graph.
Is there any numbers there that stand out to you?
The damage done over 10,000 more from Complexity, pretty good. I mean, the kills, deaths, reasonably even. Assists as well. I mean, it was just a super even game. But
Yeah.
if you look at these lineups and you're like, oh, they're trading kills. Obviously, Complexity just looks better because the other team, they want to split push. They want to kind of do some jibbity jabs here, jibbity jabs there. Maybe get a pick up, but they don't want a full-on 5-on-5 fight, and that's what they tried to do, and they got handled.
Some
I gotta
jibby jabs,
say
some
something
jibby
about
jigs.
my man Charlie. Why does he have a Dagon in his inventory? Never mind.
Oh, he
But
probably
look
just-
at the damage coming out from him. 8,000 damage. He's the lowest damage dealer in all
As a carry.
top 10.
Oh, here we
in all
go.
top 10 heroes.
Hi, Bryle, little pupper. Damage. That's a big one, actually.
Seven,
Bryle
eight,
went in.
not even 8,000
Yeah.
damage. I mean, Jakiro did more damage than him.
Oh, we're on here now. We're watching Brawl versus Limp here.
No, Lacaze's still on Charlie. You get some more time to finish.
No, I think that's
so.
huge. The damage. He did 7,000 more damage on the losing team against a Timbersaw. Timbersaw should have a very big chunk of damage, but just shows how much Braille really did do. What's up, Charles? He definitely had more items than that. Obviously,
Yeah,
you sell them because you don't
yeah.
want teams to see maybe what you're doing and all
Secret
that.
strats.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they did not see
he
his
was 3
items.
and 1. He only died once.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
that's pretty good. Yeah, for
No,
the Lycan, even though they had good amount of
Catch, yeah.
burst and catch with Shaker, Ice Pat,
Yeah,
Roar.
I just feel, coL, maybe I'm feeling like shades of day one, where the first team won game one, kind of a little bit of a match, and then game two just friggin' pounds them hard, real hard. I feel maybe Complexity's back online, and they might just send Charlie back on the ship. I don't know.
All right, seems like we're gonna take a small break and come back really shortly for some best NA Dota you can get. Thanks
number
everyone,
2.
thank you King, thank you Dakota, and
Thank
thank you
you.
my co-caster
Well, thank you,
Jack Chen.
Lacoste. That was
Thank
wonderful.
you. We'll see you soon.
E-gaming bets, online betting for